looking at a reflection from this coaching project and this class, I've noticed my coaching going up dramatically. Um, when I first started coaching about 6 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing. And over the past few years, just looking at, just being on the field and just every time I step on the field, I'm just getting better and looking at different coaches and working with different athletes and teams. I increase my coaching knowledge and technique and philosophies and, generate new ones, delete old ones, all that such. That being said, not until now, after this course, did I really understand what it takes to be a great coach. Um, Looking at this project, there are some things that I took away and that I plan to implement in my own coaching. Some things as like organization. I was organized, somewhat organized, and I did what I had to do. A lot of times I went to practice, thinking of drills off the top of my head on the drive to practice. Now, I try to really think about them at home, write them down. This way, when I get there, I already have it all listed out. This, helps me look professional and really shows the athletes and the parents of the athletes and my other coaches that I'm on top of things. The second thing that I learned from this project that I would like to also implement is the use of a pep talk. In the beginning of practice, talking about the objectives and what drills we're going to go over today and what the focuses are of those drills. This way, my athletes know what to focus on. Being here, I can really motivate my athletes in the beginning of practice so that once practice starts, we're like gung-ho, ready to go. That's something that I know that I lack in skill. I can be motivational for myself, but it's tough for me to get it out there for my athletes. So those are two things that I definitely learned from this coaching project that I plan to implement. Looking at the course itself, I learned many different things to improve my coaching. Certain things is, understanding your athletes, which is pretty self-explanatory, but you really have to look at your athletes. Who can you push? Who can you not push? Who can you be more realistic with, and who can you not be? Another thing too is I coach the sport of field hockey, which I coach goalkeepers, which I have mentioned during the weekly reflections. Some things that I've noticed and that it has been a challenge for me is getting all my athletes involved. It's tough with the sport of field hockey with the specific position of goalkeeping because of the fact that you have one goalie in net, and what are the others supposed to do? You're working on the skill set for that specific goalie. What are the others supposed to do? It's different than a field player when all of them can get involved. So that's been a challenge that I've been working to improve, and over the past few weeks I've been trying to implement a lot of the suggestions and feedback that I have been getting from during my weekly reflections, and I've noticed that my practices have gone from like here to about here. I really want to continue to implement these criteria in my practices so that I can really become the best coach that I can be for my athletes.